Brother Shelton, salute to you. Salute to Orange Lily. Insomnia? You got insomnia there, Brother Shelton? Latressa Montgomery, salute to you. Good morning. Flying Guillotine in the building. What you doing, Brother Shell? What's going on, man? Might need to take some magnesium, brother. Get some magnesium. Also, boil a banana. Boil banana and drink the juice from it. Get some meditation in, you know what I mean? Oh yeah? Since you was a teenager? Yeah, you might just be needing some magnesium, brother. Tai Chi is good. Yo, NYC, salute to you. Yep, magnesium. Magnesium glycinate in particular. Not magnesium glycinate. Magnesium glycinate. Chamomile, calming things. Good morning. What's the music? I made it. Salute to the brother Mahari. Yeah, I heard about Greenland. He bugging. Yeah, about that. Yeah, he on some other shit. I don't know. I'll have to look into the Greenland thing. Now, good morning to my freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. Snapzilla Gorillas in the building. Here to hit y'all upside the head with another morning paper. And of course, today I got to talk about how Mafia Boss Donal Trump is extorting Venezuela now, okay? Apparently they worked something out with the leaders that remain in Venezuela. Now, mind you, I want to remind you guys that President Maduro on multiple occasions said that he was willing to give Trump whatever he wanted just to leave his fucking country alone. Just so y'all know, however much oil, gold, whatever, Maduro was willing to have that conversation. He was also willing to have the conversation and talk about stopping the drugs, right? Stopping the so-called drugs that are supposedly coming to the United States, where in reality, the majority of the drugs that were leaving Venezuela in moderate amounts was actually going to Europe. Okay, most and moderate in number. It's not a whole bunch. It's not millions and millions of tons of drugs every day or whatever. They're trying to convince you that they were smuggling all these drugs into the United States. Most of the drugs were going to Europe, just so y'all know. I know y'all gonna come in here, you just talking. You ain't presenting no facts. You ain't got no this and no that. Now, I know how y'all do. All you gotta do is go look up. Go do the research. Most of those drugs coming out of Venezuela, cocaine, were going to Europe, okay? Not to the United States. But nonetheless, we are now extorting, and I say we because Donald Trump is using the American people, right? The power that we have given over to them, right? Because just so y'all know, we have consented to be governed. So we have given our power over to the United States government, and its leaders are using our power to do the things that they're doing. You understand? Right? On the behalf of the elite class corporatists. Not on our behalf. On the behalf of the elite class corporatists. So now they have worked out an extortion deal wherein Venezuela is about to send 40 to 50 million barrels of oil to the United States within the next couple days or so. All right, so the Donald Trump is already given instructions to the energy secretary to make that crack. Yeah, for up to 50 million barrels of sanctioned oil, right, is going to be coming to the United States. Because drugs, right? Because drugs, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how you stop the drugs from coming to the United States. By taking oil from a sovereign nation after you kidnap this leader. Right, that's how that works. Help me understand how that works, y'all. Because that's why we started blowing up these boats, right? That's why we started deploying military assets into the Caribbean. Because drugs, right? That's the whole point. That's why we killed over 100 people in the Caribbean. Now, these are things that we have actually done in the name of stopping the flow of drugs. You know, that's why we did this. And so we kidnapped their president. We kidnapped the president of Venezuela. And then we say, instead of saying, I want you guys, you remaining leaders of Venezuela, I need y'all to start placing all these drug dealers, all the drug people, all these drug criminals. I want arrest of cartel members in Venezuela. Instead of telling the government to do that, because that's clearly why we invaded Venezuela, kidnapped their president, because he's a narco-terrorist. We're charging him with drug smuggling here in the United States, and also for firearms, which is ridiculous. Yeah, we're charging the president of Venezuela for violating gun control that we don't even have. What are we doing? Help me understand. So instead of saying, I want you to shut down all drug operations in Venezuela, I want arrests to be made, He says, you know what? You need to send us, I don't know, 30 to 50 billion barrels of oil. Because that's how you stop drugs from coming into the United States. Now, this is just the start, right? This is just the start. This is, you know, they're going to get way more than that, obviously, right? This is probably going to happen until they're able to get all these billionaires and all these trillion-dollar companies, all the big oil companies, into Venezuela to start operating it themselves, right? Until they start to perform operations in Venezuela, you know, the big corporations that Hugo Chavez and Maduro drove out in the first place. Yeah, they're going to get them back in there to start running the oil fields and the refineries. And then they're going to be, until then, they're just going to start having Venezuela send barrels and barrels of oil to the United States until they can get in the position where they can do it themselves and not have to worry about anything, right? So they can completely profit, they can completely control the country. Johnny Rebel came in and decided to let us know that he's a brain dead guy. Thank you for letting us know, Johnny Rebel. Thank you for letting us know you're brain dead when you come in. I appreciate that. Some random guy driving through town dictating foreign affairs. Y'all are a bunch of idiots. I gotta tell y'all. Y'all are dumb as fuck. You know, it's really sad, right? I had hope. I hope you're not American. I hope you're like some abstract. I hope you're some obscure fucking European, because we just can't be this stupid. You know, because it seemed like we were waking up, right? We had the Epstein files. We had Donald Trump lying left and right, going back and forth about the Epstein files. It looked like MAGA was starting to come to certain realizations. It looked like we were starting to understand how this country really runs, right? It looked like we started to understand that the corporations are pulling the strings and that, you know, Benjamin Nosferatu is pulling some strings. We started to understand how Zionism worked. And we started to realize, like, look, we need to start looking at what's really going on here. Salute to Lit House. Salam to you, brother. Salam. Yeah, it looked like we started to wake up, even the MAGA people, right? It looked like they were turning against their master. It looked like, hey, man, we can probably start making some progress. And then Donald Trump has a president kidnapped of a sovereign nation. And you would think that would even further bring you down the path toward free thinking and independent thought. But somehow, you idiots have become enraptured by this action. Like, how does that work? Oh, you think you're going to get some oil money? You think that Donald Trump is going to send you some oil money? Is that what you think? You think that you're going to get some benefit out of this? Oh, I see. You might see gas prices go down and some food prices go down. You might see some things like that. You think you're going to benefit from this when all they have done is lulled you back to sleep. And all it took was one day. It took them months. It took months of Donald Trump playing in your face. Playing in your face with the Epstein files. Playing in your face by bombing Iran. Playing in your face by backing a genocide. All these things. And then you finally started to see it. But somehow, blowing up tiny boats, violating international law and U.S. law, somehow this has convinced you that you need to get back on board with the cult. And so you come into my comment section, into my chat, to try. I don't know what y'all think y'all doing. If y'all are trying to convince me that what Trump has done is a good thing by coming here, someone says, love you, Trump. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Even when Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk gets killed, and they all put on spectacles surrounding Charlie Kirk's death. Donald Trump shows that he don't give a shit about Charlie Kirk, who helped him get elected, because he decided, you know what? That's enough about Charlie Kirk. Let's talk about this flower bed that I just put in next into the flower garden. Allowing the FBI to trudge around a nonsense story about how Charlie Kirk died. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Somehow, Donald Trump has gotten back in your good graces by kidnapping Maduro. And now he's extorting Venezuela for millions and millions of barrels of oil. And he has completely abandoned the drug pretext. But he's going to put President Maduro to a kangaroo court to try to build up all these trumped up charges. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. Maduro might get out on a deal. All right. He has a high-powered lawyer, and he's already pled not guilty. He's not going to get convicted of anything, most likely. And if he does get convicted, Donald Trump is probably going to pardon him like he pardoned the actual drug cartel leader, Juan Hernandez. He pardoned Juan Hernandez, who was an actual drug cartel leader. And you guys are convinced that he actually arrested President Maduro or kidnapped him for drugs. I don't know about that, Lithouse. I don't know if he's cooked. I wouldn't say that just yet. I think if they wanted anything really bad to happen to him, they would have killed him in Caracas. They would have killed him. No, I think they want him alive. I don't think, because killing Maduro is not going to be a good thing. I think that, Maduro might be in cahoots with Donald Trump. He might have needed, listen, Maduro was not going to step down. He was not going to surrender, right? He did try to work things out with Donald Trump, right, before he got kidnapped. But I think that I can't tell you what Maduro did. I can't tell you. I don't think anything really bad is going to happen to Maduro. That's just my opinion. They do need spectacle and illusion of power, but I don't think they need to kill Maduro or to sentence Maduro for that to happen. I don't think they need that. I think what they need to do is they need to get other leaders that are still loyal to Maduro in Venezuela on their side. I believe he's going to need Maduro alive to do so. Because I'm going to tell you, if they thought it would be easy to just run up and through Venezuela and do what they want, they would have done that. That's not the case. Venezuela, it would be worse than Vietnam. No, they need Maduro alive to make it easy for them to operate in Venezuela without too much loss of life. That's just right. So they have to make a show of trying to convict Maduro of crimes that they have no jurisdiction of charging him with. They have no jurisdiction over anything. They have no proof that he was doing anything. This is all just a bunch of bullshit. Now they'll try to present proof, and of course y'all will believe it because y'all want to believe it. It's called confirmation bias. You guys will run with the confirmation bias, and especially you MAGA people who want to justify this, you will believe it. So it doesn't really matter. I don't even really care if they have evidence or not, because it's not going to matter to us, right? What matters is the end result of what happens to Maduro. I don't think any harm is going to come to him. I think they need him alive and well. Because believe it or not, believe it or not, despite what they try to tell you about all these people who celebrated Maduro and getting kidnapped and, oh, they hate Maduro. But despite that, despite the lies, they know the reality. They're going to tell you the lies, but operate on the reality from where their position. Yeah, salute to, I think somebody dropped a super chat. The Real Shelton, thank you, brother. Thank you for dropping that $2 super chat. I appreciate you. It's a lot of pedo protectors in this chat. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. What moral depends on your asking. What is moral? Well, what's moral is the moral thing to do, right, is to do what doesn't cause harm to other people and violate other people. Right? Yeah, you're stupid, sir. Okay. Sure, pal. Salute to Marcy T. Prayer Warrior. Salute to you. You're sick? I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get better. I do. Blue High says Trump deserves to be tried. I agree, but it's up to the United States itself to place him under arrest and bring him to trial. Right? That's just how it works. Who turned on subscribers only? Salute to Rasman. Salute to you. I understand that we got a bunch of trolls in here. I don't want it on subscribers only right now. I get it. It's frustrating, but I want people to see. I want people to see. Shed a light on it. Salute to Realize in the building. Salute to Realize. I don't know. I didn't. Thank you. I appreciate it. They are sheep, but I want people to see the sheep. You have to shed light on this stuff. The bottom line is Donald Trump is doing what I said. It doesn't matter who did it. It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you guys looking out for the channel. I know they do, Real Shelton. It's all good, brother. I ain't mad at you, bro. I know. It can be frustrating. I understand. And where do you think you get your information from to tell people that what he did was bad? See, this is why I want people to see these comments. John Sky says, and where do you think you get your information from to tell people what he did was bad? Did Donald Trump send his military into Venezuela and kidnap Maduro? Or is that that didn't happen? Help me understand what you're getting at. Did he not tell them that they do something to where he has to get, the United States is going to get 30 to 50 million barrels of oil from Donald Trump? Help me understand. Is that not a real story? Tell me if that's not right. Did that not happen? See, I don't need the news media or anybody else to tell me that dropping bombs in Venezuela, killing dozens of people, and kidnapping their leader is wrong. I don't need media to tell me that. I formed that conclusion on my own based on what I know, right? No one had to tell me that that was wrong. I knew it was wrong because I have a moral standing. You understand? Bro, you're a goofball, get off the internet. Says all these other things. I don't understand why you guys feel the need to come in and write in my chat. That makes you a bigger goofball, in my opinion. Yes, only Americans are subject to the Constitution. You need to learn what Maduro was doing to us. Tell me what he was doing to his people. What was he doing to his people? What is Trump doing to his people? What is Trump? What is our own government doing to us? Right? What is our own government doing to us? What is it trying to do to us right now? You know, you got this billionaire, whatever the fuck his name, Shlomo, Mr. Shlomo. He is calling for the First Amendment to be violated, to take control and end free speech. He's trying to influence our government to implement the removal of freedom of speech, to violate the First Amendment to protect the first. That's his justification. You need to violate, you need to end free speech to save free speech. Whatever fuck bullshit he was saying. Now, in France, the French government has sentenced about 9 people to jail time for saying things on social media about Brigitte Macron because it hurt her feelings. So she had them arrested, put through trial, and now they got sentenced to jail time. This is what they want to do in the United States. What they're already doing in the United States, your own government is doing to its people. What is your own government doing to its own people? But you're concerned about what Maduro's doing to his own people. None of you motherfuckers said anything about what Maduro was doing to his people last year. Y'all didn't give a hot fuck about Venezuela last year. Now all of a sudden you care about what he's doing to his people. First it was about the drugs, right? Oh yeah, we're gonna blow up a bunch of tiny boats in the Caribbean because of what Maduro's doing to his people. Is that what you think that's what you believe? Oh yeah, absolutely, Lithouse. Black people, yeah, we absolutely do. Help me understand. What? Y'all didn't give a hot fuck about what Maduro was doing to his people. Hell, back in May, y'all didn't give a shit about none of that. Now all of a sudden, because Donald Trump is committing terroristic acts in Venezuela, you want to justify it by saying, well, Maduro was doing things to his people. What was Benjamin Nosferatu doing to his own people? You guys might want to look into what he was doing to Christian churches in Israel, what he was doing to Africans in Israel. You might want to look into what the Israeli government is doing to their own people. You're so concerned. Salute. Mimicry is the best insult. Help me understand. What is Maduro doing to his own people? Why don't you tell me? Give me an example. I just want to know. Did he gas them? What was Maduro doing to his own people? You know, I appreciate Demetrio Granado because he is not giving you guys any false sense of morality about why he appreciates what Donald Trump is doing. He says, I don't care. I just want the oil. I respect that. I respect Demetrio Granados. Now, I don't know if he's being sarcastic. I don't know if he's being facetious. But if that is truly your position, I can respect that. I can respect it. Instead of you other numbskulls trying to come in here and tell me about what Maduro's doing to his people, drugs, and yeah, skip the bullshit. All right? Skip the bullshit. Yeah, quit lying up in here. Quit acting like y'all care about the Venezuelan people. Quit acting like y'all care about drugs. Y'all don't give a hot fuck about none of that. You're happy because you guys think you guys are going to benefit from some oil. Let's just be real about it. Y'all don't care about none of that other shit. Venezuela is happy with Trump. Then why are they taking to the streets, shooting at unmanned drones that they believe are American drones? Help me understand. If they appreciate it so much, why are the civilian armed militias shooting at what they believe are American unmanned drones and they're not getting attacked by these happy Venezuelan people? If they're so happy, then why, when these civilian militias are shooting at these unmanned drones, why aren't the so excited, happy Venezuelans stopping them? What were the Democrats doing when they were still fighting for slavery? What are you talking about? Man, the straw man attacks are wild and out of control. The people in Venezuela are the ones that stayed or couldn't leave when Maduro took power. A lot of Venezuelans left when he took power. And guess what? A lot of Americans left when Donald Trump took power. What does that mean? People leave countries all the time. So how does that work? Help me understand. If you leave your country, you automatically hate the leader, or you just want to leave the country? People left the country when Donald Trump became president. People left the country when Barack Obama left the country. What does that mean? So what? Like 10 Americans left when Trump was elected. Are you sure about that? So what does that mean? How many people left? So how many people left Venezuela when Maduro took power? Do you have the numbers? Have you been in contact with the Census Bureau or with their version of the Census Bureau? Where did you get the data from? Did you get data on that? Help me understand. 8 million says South Texas rocker. In what period? Where did you get that information from? So 8 million people left Venezuela when Maduro took power. How long has Maduro been in power? See, you guys are in here trying to distract from the reality. The reality is, someone says 7.9 million. And during what period of time, and where'd you get that data from? So 16 years. 8 million in 16 years. That's 2 million a year. Where'd you get that data? Where'd you get the data from? Trailer Shift says, you a buster, blocked me. But yet you're able to write my comments and people can see your comment. Nice try, though. Anyway, the reality is none of that matters. Doesn't matter how many people leave a country. It doesn't matter. People leave countries all the time. People leave America. They move to other parts of the world. They move to Japan. They move to China. They move to Costa Rica. They go to different countries. It's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. What matters is Donald Trump had Venezuela's president kidnapped, not for drugs, not because of what he's doing to his people, not because he's a horrible dictator, but because they want the oil, they want the land, and they want to control, and they want to spread an empire. They want to spread their empire. And now they're looking at Greenland, which I have to look more into, and I'll get into that tomorrow. Ask a Venezuelan. Ask an American in another country. Ask an American who left America because they're tired of America. That is a non-argument. That is a non-argument. Because there are people in this country right now. You know they did a No Kings protest against Donald Trump? Yeah, a lot of people don't like Trump in this country. A lot of people believe that Donald Trump is a tyrannical dictator in this country. You guys can't be this dense. You can't be this dense. You have to be a little bit smarter than that. Now, again, Donald Trump is doing this in Venezuela for resources, for power, to spread his empire. Not his empire. The empire of his elite class controllers. The corporatists. The corporate welfare recipients. People you'll never know. People you'll never even know the name of. The bankers. The special interest group. The captains of industry. The defense contractors. Big prison. Big oil. Yeah, buzzwords. Yeah, you guys should be familiar with these buzzwords. Because these are realities. And one of his first actions since taking Maduro out of power is having the country send him up to 50 million barrels of oil. No, not the seizure of tons of drugs. No, oil. Right? You are regurgitating what you've been fed. Oh my God. So they're not going to send the U.S. up to 50 million barrels of oil? That's not happening? You guys got to be smarter than that. You guys got to be smarter than that to fuck with me. I'm not the one. Because all you're doing is regurgitating rightist talking points because you think I'm a leftist because I'm speaking out against Trump. You think I'm a Democrat. That's why you're saying what you're saying. That shit don't work on me. Fuck a Democrat and fuck a Republican. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Hamilton Harris. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Obama. Fuck George Bush. Fuck all of them. Fuck the Green Party. Fuck the Independent Party. Fuck the Libertarian Party. None of that shit that y'all in here talking about gonna work for me. Anyway, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I gotta get to it. That's why we're doing it. This is pure extortion. They're gonna extort until they're able to take control over what they need to take control of. The oil infrastructure and the mining infrastructure. Until they're able to take over, they're just gonna have Venezuela send them shit. So until they get in a position where they need to get in a position to. Sure, I'm a loser. Why not? Post my evidence. No, you go look it the fuck up. No. You go look it up. You came to me to listen to what the fuck I had to say. If you want to fact check me, fact check me. You came to me. I didn't come to you. Y'all came to me. If you want to fact check me, do it your goddamn self. Yeah, I'm not coming to y'all asking y'all to come to my side. I'm not trying to convince you motherfuckers of anything. What I'm doing is I'm putting out the truth. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Sure, I look 50. That's not what your mama said. That's not what your mama said when she came to the house. Because, see, Yuma, you are probably 30 and look 80. So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I look better than you and everybody you know. I know. Y'all go low, I'll go lower. Don't even worry about it. See, I don't take the moral high ground. You come for me, I'm taking your kneecaps out. Yeah. You want to talk shit? I'm going to talk shit back. Just another angry black man. That's all y'all got to say. Y'all have nothing of substance. Because you can't tell me. You can't tell me that Donald Trump and the U.S. is not getting 50 million barrels of oil from Venezuela. Thank you, Orange Lily, for you. I appreciate you. See, you can't dispute that. You can't dispute what this live stream was about, which is extortion. Donald Trump and the United States extorting Venezuela for oil so that the U.S. doesn't start bombing and kidnapping again. You can't dispute it, so you come in here and launch insults. I love it. This is what I want people to see. You are so small-minded, it's laughable. Define extortion, my friend. No, I won't. You go, you look up extortion, and you put it in the chat. If you're so interested in knowing what the definition of extortion is, or if you want the audience to know what extortion means, then you can go ahead and put it in the chat. I don't have to do shit that you want me to do. No, I'm not going to expel extortion either. Because, see, if you look at the title, I spelled extortion in the title. Lying ass propaganda. Sure, pal. Anyway, y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay healthy. Thank you guys for coming through, for your likes, your comments. Whether you agree or disagree, I appreciate all of it. It is what it is. This is how we make progress, by having these conversations that we don't want to have. We don't want to live in echo chambers. We want to have conversations. Now, I would appreciate a little bit more substantive disputes. Substantive, meaning if I make a claim, well, you can dispute that claim with some information instead of just saying, oh, you stupid, you small-minded, propaganda. Like the same old shit. It's the same shit. It is regression. You're right. Because you motherfuckers can't come back with shit that's meaningful. So if anyone is being regressive up in here, it's people like you. You can't even spell "you're a sheep." Like, come on, man. Do better. Anyway. Prove it with. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Why aren't you at work? I want people to see this. Why aren't you at work? Maduro was a dictator, unemployed, bring receipts next time or shut up. No. If you tell me to shut up, that means that you don't want to hear what I have to say, so I'll get your monkey ass out of here. Yeah. Deuces. Sorry for the kid who has to listen to this. You prove your claims, show your proof. No. I don't have to show you shit. You haven't said anything of worth. Again, you guys, This is just weak dribble that you guys are presenting right now. And it's sad. It's really sad. Anyway, much love. Like, share, subscribe. And let's keep marching forward toward freedom and truth. And I will be back to present more information about more things y'all don't want to hear. And I won't present shit to you unless I want to. When I feel like doing presentations, I will do it. When I feel like sitting in this van and telling you guys, because all you have to do is go Google some shit and see if I'm talking about is true. No one has told me I was wrong about Venezuela having to send barrels and barrels and barrels of oil to the United States. None of you guys have disputed that. None of you guys has presented anything to go against what I'm saying. But you want me to present you with some evidence. Well, you can't even say that I'm wrong. So fuck you and your desire for receipts. I'm going to do what I do. And this is what I've been doing for years. So I'll holler at y'all later. Much love, like, share, subscribe. And let's keep marching toward freedom and truth. Peace.